Yo, what's going on, guys? It's FanBoyAaron back at it again with another fanboy review, and today I'm gonna be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee from the upcoming Bumblebee movie. Now, at the time this video is posted, it hasn't even started playing yet, so I don't know if it's any good or not. Hopefully it is, and it probably will be, considering Michael Bay isn't directing it. Anyway, before we take a look at the figure, hold on. Okay, before we take a look at the figure, we're gonna take a look at the box. Move him out of the way. And, yeah. Let me raise the camera a little bit. So, yeah, there's a nice little image of the new Bumblebee there. And, you can see the garage in the background. I'll be going into that a little more later. On the side of the box, Bumblebee listening to some tunes. And, we'll take a look at the other side. Studio Series number 18. Top of the box, nothing to see. Bottom of the box, nothing to see. And now the back of the box. Big screen inspired, scaled, detailed backdrop, yada yada yada. And, yeah. There's an image of both modes there, and some other figures to keep an eye out for. I might get that new Ratchet. I don't know yet. I'm probably not gonna get that orange thing. What is it? Shadow Raider? Yeah, I have no idea what that's even supposed to be. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it for the box for now. Anyway, let's get back to the main event here. Here is the new Bumblebee in all of his glory, and yeah, this is probably the best Bumblebee figure I've ever gotten. As you can see, it is a bug rather than a Camaro, which we all know and love. And unfortunately, I don't have the other Studio Series Bumblebee to do a comparison with, or the Masterpiece Bumblebee, unfortunately. So, oh, I do have something. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab. Alright, sorry for the brief cut there. I had to go get my other Bumblebee comparison, which we will get into later. But first we're going to keep taking a look at this Bumblebee. Adjust, you piece of... You know what? It's fine. I don't care. Anyway, let's get back to looking at the vehicle mode here. He is a little yellow Volkswagen Beetle. And, yeah, very reminiscent to his G1 design. Slugbug yellow, no tag backs. Now, the windows are transparent to reveal nothing. I only just noticed that. The way the inside of him is designed kind of makes it look like there are actual seats in there. Kind of neat. Now, unlike the Masterpiece figure, I believe the Masterpiece version has like the Masterpiece Bumblebee has like a tire on the back. This figure doesn't have that. Yeah, now, I would say there's a lot of nice paint on this figure, but there's actually a very high lack of... Wait, is that paint? I can't tell if that's paint or just regular yellow plastic. Either way, it's pretty sturdy stuff, so if it is paint, you don't have to worry about chipping it. The only actual paint I can make out are these little orange bits on the front here. Some transparent headlights. Is that bumper straight? That is now. Okay. Underneath the vehicle, oh, you can see him. Oi, I'm Bumblebee. Okay. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for the bug mode. He rolls quite nicely. And, just so you know, that symbol wasn't there before. That's just a sticker I slapped on him to give it a little more color other than yellow. But, hey, it is Bumblebee, so he's kind of supposed to be yellow. Now, for comparisons... Focus. Okay. Here he is next to the only other Bumblebee I have at the moment, the Age of Extinction Bumblebee. And, yeah. Definitely a little smaller than a Camaro. Well, actually, this is a pretty accurate vehicle scale. Alright. And, some other Studio Series comparisons. Oh, no, you know what? Before we go into that, here he is next to the Last Knight Barricade. See how he compares with his arch rival now, and yeah, Barricade's a little bigger than B this time around. Alright, now the other Studio Series comparisons. I'm not going to do every Studio Series figure I have, but I will do a majority of them. Here he is next to Studio Series Brawl. See how he looks next to a tank. Here he is next to, let's see, what am I do? What we'll do? Here he is next to Studio Series Starscream. And yeah, there's a bug next to a jet. I don't know how big bugs actually are compared to jets, but there's a bug next to a jet for you. Alright, and now here he is next to the Studio Series Jazz. And surprisingly, they're about the same size, both in robot mode and vehicle mode. Oh, actually, Jazz is a little smaller in vehicle mode. Oh yeah, that's some right there. Here he is next to Studio Series Ironhide. The big robot. Now, I do think that this is an accurate vehicle comparison. I've seen these GMC trucks, and they are pretty bulky, especially compared to bugs. Alright, here he is next to Studio Series Ratchet. Yeah, the one thing I don't like about this Ratchet figure, the head shows too well in vehicle mode, and it's a kind of annoying, a little bit of an eyesore. But yeah, there he is next to Ratchet. Here he is next to Megatron, in case you want to see how big he was compared to a space tank. Yeah, of course, Megatron's going to be quite a bit bigger than Bumblebee. Here he is next to Optimus Prime, his leader. And this is not an accurate size comparison between a bug and a truck. Semi-trucks are supposed to be a little bigger than that. Thankfully, this Prime makes up for that for the robot mode, with the robot mode. And last but not least, in case you're wondering how big he is compared to a dinosaur, here he is next to a dinosaur. The Studio Series Grimlock. And yeah, he's pretty big. Alright, now this figure does come with a few accessories. He comes with this little arm cannon thing. See if I can get the camera to focus. Alright, this little arm cannon. Lots of nice molded detail. A little black and silver metallic paint. That looks nice. Very nicely done little arm cannon. He also comes with this little wrist sword. Again, beautiful silver paint. More nice metallic detail. And last but not least, his new battle mask. And this thing looks awesome. I absolutely love the sculpt on this thing. And a beautiful light metallic blue for the eyes. And now you can store all this on the vehicle mode. It's quite simple. What you want to do with the mask here is you see this little slot right there. And there's a little peg here. You just want to stick the mask in there upside down. Push it. It's a little tricky to do on camera. You want to push it into that little slot. It's really fighting me right now. Oh, for God's sakes, do I really have to do this off camera just to get it done right? There you go. Mask stored under slot. Little difficult to get on there. What you do with the gun, you see this little peg right here. We'll go into this slot. This first slot right here. Like that. What you want to do with the blade, you see these two little pegs there. We'll go into either side here or here. Just press that in there. And there you go. You got all the accessories stored, and all that stuff underneath them doesn't really seem to slow them down too much. I mean, the sword does kind of drag, but it's not too bad. Well, anyway, let's get down to transformation. Remove all the accessories for this part. I can. Alright, now, first thing you're going to want to do is you want to come over here and unpeg these doors. Then what you want to do is you want to lift the arms up. So tricky. There we go. Pop open these wheels. Lift this back piece up. Just the first step is pretty much getting everything out of the way. Try to lift this out of the way a little bit if you can. Pop the wheels or the legs out. Sorry. What you want to do is you want to separate this here. Bring it up. Bring the legs down on this long double hinge. Now, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Okay. You can see here it's kind of on a rod. What you want to do is you want to swivel that out until those two pegs are lined up with that line there, so everything will close up properly. Wait, do I have to do it that way, or do I have to... There we go. Do the same thing on the other side. Just bring that up, pull this down, wiggle waggle that down. Everything should Everything should clip into hold on a sec. There we go. Leg done, and you know how to do it because of the first one. Then you want to rotate the waist. Then what you want to do, well, first we got to resituate all this mess. Now, what you want to do is you want to pull these wheels out, bring the arms all the way out, flip them. I keep getting things wedged onto other things. This is a little complicated. Oh, no wonder it's stuck. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to bring these front parts down, like so. They'll peg into place. Rotate them if they haven't already by themselves, like mine did. Reorientate the arms. What you want to do is you want to bring these back windows here all the way down on both sides. Close these panels up. Alright, and now what you want to do is you want to close this backpack up. Just fold everything up. It'll fold up nicely. And you can't quite see it, but inside it is kind of molded to a certain shape. What you want to do is you want to squeeze that in there. Until it fits in there perfectly. And then I think we're done. Is that it? I think that might be it. Yeah. So here we have Bumblebee in his robot mode, and it looks pretty damn good. Now, this isn't completely accurate to how he looks in the new movie. I have seen the trailers. But this is still a very awesome figure. Let me get up close here so you can see the head sculpt. So you can see, very nice head sculpt. Looks pretty much like the other movie head sculpts, just molded to be a little cuter, in my opinion. This version of Bumblebee is a lot cuter than previous versions. Lots of molded detail all the way throughout the figure. I love his, I like his little feet. They kind of look like boots. Kind of look like work boots. It kind of reminds me of something from that movie, that animated movie, Robots. You know the one I'm talking about. The one by The one by Blue Sky Animation, the same people who did Ice Age. It was something Robin Williams was in before he died. Alright, now... Damn background. Okay. Now... Let's get into the posability. His head is on a ball joint. You can look all the way around. You can look up about that far, down, and not too far. Shoulders are on a ball joint. He's got full rotation. At least he would, but that stuff on his back does get in the way. The elbows are on a swivel here, with about 90 degrees of bend. The hands can fold in. He can wave at you. Hi, my name's Bumblebee. He does have waist articulation, which is something I always like. Ball jointed hips, so he can kick that high, and kick that far back before his backpack gets in the way. And yes, he does have a little bit of a backpack, but it's not that bad. He does have a bend at the knee, about a little less than 90 degrees. He does have some thigh rotation, but due to the way it's molded, you don't get that much this way. You can go it that way, about that. That's about as much as you're going to get with the thigh rotation. He does have articulation at the foot. No swivel, but you can bend it down that far. It's on a double hinge, so you can pretty much get the foot wherever you need it to, as far as forward and backward movement goes. And you got full tilt. My God. So you can get this guy in some pretty awesome looking poses. This guy is pretty posable, especially for a deluxe class figure. Now, of course, you can give him his weapons. You can give him his little sword that just plugs right into his arm here. And you can give him his little arm cannon. What you want to do is you want to take his arm, pull it off, just set it to the side for now. Then you want to take the arm cannon, you plug it right there, and now he has his arm cannon. But we're not done yet. He also has a new battle mask, and how you attach the battle mask is you want to take the face, pull it forward. It can be a little tricky to do because this face holds super securely. And we're gonna... Yeah, I'll probably have to do this off camera too. Ah! Yeah, it took some doing, but I did get the face off. You're supposed to pull forward and just yank the face right off. And one thing I forgot to point out. There is a tiny Autobot symbol painted right on his face. So kudos to Hasbro for pulling that off. That is nice. Alright, just set that aside. Now to get the battle mask on, what you want to do is you want to take the battle mask, just should be able to slide it right on there. Now, one of the main downsides, as you saw with the cannon earlier, it can pop off a little easily. It's not like frustratingly loose, like you can be as violent as you want, it's not going to come off. Same with the mask, but unfortunately the mask, it doesn't take that much effort to pop it off, so, you know, be careful handling the battle mask. These are small parts, so it's not difficult to lose them. So yeah, there we got Bumblebee all armed up. Now for comparison... Oh, you know what? Before I dive into comparisons, let me show you how you're supposed to store all this stuff. Now, it all pretty much stores the same way. What you want to do is you want to take the arm cannon or the arm. You can attach it to one of the pegs back here. Just... And I gotta force it a little bit. I hate doing that. Okay, well, the idea is you're supposed to peg it right here on these transparent pegs, but it's not cooperating. Okay, there we go. And as for the face and or battle mask, you got little pegs here. You just take the mask or the face and plug it on right there. And that's stupid. I don't like that. It's a good way to keep yourself from losing pieces, but it's not a very effective means of storage. I wouldn't recommend doing it. just like set them aside or in a plastic bag if you're not using them. Alright, now on to the comparisons. Let me just... Alright, comparisons. Alright, here he is next to the Studio Series, what is it? Oh, Starscream. Let me just, instead of, I'm just going to move him back. There we go. There he is next to Starscream. See how they look together. Here he is next to Brawl. Brawl's a big old boy. Alright, here he is next to Ironhide. The one thing I don't like about this Ironhide figure is feet can make it a little tricky for him to stand. There we go. There he is next to Ironhide. Alright, here he is next to Jazz. Let's see how they look together. And, yeah. From what I can tell, they're pretty close to the same. Actually, Jazz might be just a little bit taller than Bumblebee. Alright, here he is next to Studio Series Ratchet. Ratchet is, of course, taller, which he should be. Here he is next to Megatron. See how the two of them look. And, yeah. Obvious size difference there. And last but not least, here he... Oh, wait, not last, but still, here he is next to his leader, Optimus Prime. And that's a pretty decent comparison, if you ask me. And now, last but not least, here he is next to Grimlock. And, yeah. Grimlock's a big old boy. Still not last but not least. Okay, I'm just an idiot. Okay, here he is next to his movie rival for the past few movies, Barricade. As you see, Barricade is now quite a bit bigger than his enemy, Bumblebee. I don't know how big they'll be in the new movie. As far as I know, Barricade will be in the Bumblebee movie. I am not entirely certain at the time. I guess we'll wait and see. And here he is next to one of his previous incarnations, the Age of Extinction Bumblebee. And, yeah, he's definitely changed. He's a lot brighter and less crappy. Alright, and that pretty much does it for comparisons. Now, one more neat little feature you can do is with the box. That little background in there, you can pull it out. Just let me get it out real quick. You can spread it out like that. Take your figure and set them right there. And the insert in the box serves as a neat little display base, which is pretty cool. Now, I don't use these because I don't have the room for them, but it is a neat little feature that I am happy that they included. You can clearly tell that these Studio Series figures are aimed toward a collector, like myself. Alright, now, before we close up shop here, what did I do with that damn thing? Oh, here it is. He can hook up to a stand. In this case, I'm using a Bandai Tamashii Act 5 stand. You see underneath, he's got a little butthole right there. You just plug him in. And that can allow you to get some pretty cool aerial poses with this guy. And, yeah, there you have the Studio Series movie Bumblebee. At the time of release, he is about $20. And he stands at about, it looks like about 4 inches tall. So yeah, he's not the biggest figure. However, I do think he is worth his $20 price tag. He's a very high quality figure. if you can find it, I would highly recommend getting it. And yeah, this has been the Studio Series Studio Series Deluxe Class movie Bumblebee, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys enjoyed the video as much as I did, hit that like button, leave a nice comment, and enjoy the rest of your day. And until then, I will see you all next time when I review... I put it off for long enough. Next time around, I'm going to review the Lego Bionicle Axon. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So until then, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.